So I'm going to tell you guys all about the planets today, and we're going to do a bit of singing and a bit of dancing.
Mummy, what did that say up there?
It's just to remind me what songs are coming next. So what we're going to do is, being an astronaut is just like being in, just like for us at the moment,
Mummy,
having to stay at home, isn't it?
If you got out and then you were on the moon and then a doggy got out of the space and then you running on the moon and then the astronaut had to guess him and then do a big jump.
Well, let's have a go. So are we ready? Is everybody ready for a trip around the solar system? We've got a few more hellos, Isabel and Zoe, Carly and Alyssa. So we are going to start our trip around the solar system now. Let's right, the first thing we need to do is get dressed. So Beck's got his astronaut suit on. He's put his helmet on already. Everyone else, can you put your astronaut suits on? Put your astronaut suits on, your boots, your gloves.
No, I already got my boots and my gloves.
And what about your helmets? Can you all put your helmets on? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready? Right, let's get into the rocket. So can you climb into your rocket?
But I have got a spaceman. I have got a spaceman and for my friends.
Okay, let's climb into our rocket then. Climb into the rocket. And the rocket engines are on. Can you make a rocket engine noise? It's really jiggly.
But
Let's count down. Let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Up into the space. Up into space. So I think the first place we should visit is the moon. Do you know a song about going to the moon?
Sing.
Okay, everybody, we're going to sing. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Ready? Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll get there very soon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb inside my rocket ship. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
I don't
know. Should we sing it again?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to sing it again. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going to the moon. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We'll be there very soon. If you'd like to take a trip, climb inside my rocket ship. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Okay, can you see the moon? Can you see the moon out there? I can see the moon. Now we're going to...
When can we do this spinning thing?
We'll do it in a bit. So we're going to jump onto the moon now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Boop, down onto the moon.
I'm going to do a big one this time.
Okay, you do a big jump. So on the moon, the gravity is not as strong as on the Earth. So if we walk around the moon, we can jump really high and we can float about a little bit. Can you try jumping on the moon? Can you do some moonwalking?
Yeah.
Go on then. Oh, can you do some good jumping? Excellent jumping. And did you know the moon is made from rocks? Shall we pick up a moon rock?
No.
Wow, can you show everyone the moon rocks? Wow, have you got your own moon rocks? Has everyone got their moon rocks? Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? Let's sit down and have a look out. What can you see up there? Can you see stars?
But I can see a big monster come together.
Oh, well, we'll talk about aliens in space in a minute. I can see stars just like our sun. And do you know any songs?
But I can see a monster song.
Okay, well, let's sing a monster song in a minute. Shall we sing a song about stars first? What song? No, let's sing. We'll sing that in a minute. So let's sing. First, listen. First, we must sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Ready? We do the actions as well. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Like a diamond in the sky. Then what? Up above the world so high. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. And do you know what? Do you know what? What are stars made from? Stars, like the sun, are big, burning balls of gas. And they're very, very hot.
Really? Now let's sing the monster song.
We'll save that for the very end. Okay, so it's time to leave the moon. We have to go to the first planet outside in our solar system.
Let's go to Earth.
Well, we'll go to Earth in a minute. We're going to, if we're at the sun, what's the next planet from the sun? The sun's a star, and then what's the first planet?
Jupiter.
Not Jupiter, Mercury. Mercury is very, very tiny and very, very hot. Oh, are you hot? I'm very hot.
I'm not.
You're not hot?
No, because I'm the sun.
Oh,
No, I'm actually the astronaut.
you're still an astronaut. We've gone to Mercury. It's very, very hot.
Oh,
I think it's a bit too hot. I think we should go to the next planet.
But I'm not any hot.
You're not hot. Okay, shall we go to the next planet? Let's go to, what's after Mercury? No, there's one before that.
Huh?
Venus. Venus is after Mercury. Mercury, Venus. And Venus is about the same size as the Earth, but it's covered in very, very thick clouds. Shall we try and look through the clouds? Can you see what's on the surface of Venus? Do you know what's on the surface of Venus?
No.
Volcanoes. Lots and
No
lots
way.
and lots of volcanoes. Hot ones. Oh my gosh, come back, come back. So we're from Earth, so we won't look at the Earth now. We'll come back to the Earth at the end. After Venus is Earth, and then it's Mars.
But when I do the mental stuff.
Right at the end, okay?
Mother.
Did you know Mars is called the red planet? Did you know Mars is called the red planet? Does anybody know why? Does anybody know why? Why is Mars called the red planet?
Because volcanoes.
It's not got well, it does have some volcanoes on, but it's called the red planet because its soil is made from rust. And when
like fire.
it looks just like fire, it's called the red planet because its
But
surface is made from rust.
No, it's like fire.
It is, lava is exactly like fire. After Mars, we have to go to the biggest planet in our solar system. What is the biggest planet in our solar system?
Jupiter.
Jupiter, it's the biggest planet in our solar system. Come back here a bit. And Jupiter is a gas planet and it's got lots of storms on it. And the storms travel around the planet very, very quickly.
But I can run.
Can you run really fast? Can you run really fast? Like a fast storm, like the big, great red spot of Jupiter. Oh, come back. Astronaut, come back. What's after Jupiter? Mummy's favourite planet. Do you know what Mummy's favourite planet is?
It's Saturn.
Well done. And what does Saturn have around its middle?
A circle.
And it does. It has a big circle around. It's got rings around the middle. Can you be Saturn with rings around the middle? Ooh.
But I can even turn into storm when I'm real.
You can turn into a storm when you're real. Well, I would like to go to Saturn and look at its moons and its rings. I think that would be
I'm going back to Earth and turn it back into people.
Well, we can't go back to Earth yet because we've still got to look at the rest of the solar system. After Saturn, do you know what comes after Saturn? Can you remember from here? Jupiter, Saturn. What's after Saturn? Does anybody know out there? Does anybody know out there? What planet's after Saturn? Uranus. Uranus is after Saturn. So Saturn, come here.
But I said that already.
So Saturn has its body.
No, I said that. I said already.
You said Uranus already. So Saturn spins round the sun because all the planets in our solar system spin round the sun, and Saturn has its rings round its middle.
Wait, Mommy, what is that again?
Saturn. So Saturn spins round the sun and has its rings round the middle. But did you know Uranus when Uranus was little, something knocked into it. Something knocked into it and knocked it off course. So it rolls around the sun and its rings are from the north to the south.
But why not moon is off?
So you could be the asteroid that knocks into Uranus. So come and knock into me. Knock. Oh, and you knocked into me. And now I roll around the sun instead of spinning around the sun. And my rings are from the north to the south. Shall we try that one more time?
Yeah.
Okay, so pretend Uranus is very young and its rings around its middle.
Oh.
An asteroid comes and knocks into me and pushes me. So I roll around the planet, roll around the sun. And my rings are now from north to south.
No, you don't be me.
Okay, you be Saturn. So you be Uranus with your rings around the middle. Spin. Very slowly. That's it. And then I'm going to knock into you. And then that's it. There we go. So can
let me try and do you one more time.
Okay, you do me one more time. So you knock into me. Bash. And now I roll around the sun with my rings from my head to my toes. And that means Uranus has got 42 years of darkness and 42 years of sunshine. So
what?
Yeah, I know. Come here. So let's remind ourselves where we've been so far. So we've been in a rocket ship to the moon, and then we went on a tour of the solar system. So we saw the sun, which is a big ball of burning gas. And then we saw Mercury, which is a very small, hot planet. And then we saw Venus, which is about the same size as the Earth, but it is covered in thick clouds. And at the surface of Venus, there are volcanoes. And volcanoes, what comes out of volcanoes?
Lava.
Lava. Then we went to the biggest planet in the solar system, which is Jupiter. Jupiter's the biggest planet in the solar system, and it's a gas planet. And then Saturn is also a gas planet, and it has rings around its middle. And then there was Uranus, and Uranus has got rings from its head to its toes because it got knocked when it was very, very young. Okay, so there is one planet left to go to. What's after Uranus? Can you remember? What's that one? Oh, Pluto's after this one. It's Neptune first. And Neptune is a big planet, not as big as Jupiter, made of ice and gas. It's slushy and it's really, really cold.
And I'm with my astronaut suit.
You are not cold because you've got your astronaut suit on. Exactly, you've got your flight suit on. Well
and
done.
you haven't.
I haven't, so I'm really cold. I'm finding space really, really cold. Okay, after
you really warm.
Oh, thank you. After Neptune is a tiny little dwarf planet. What was that one? What's that very last one called? Pluto. So Pluto is very, very, very tiny. Can you curl up into?
But it's not bigger than Jupiter or the sun.
No, it's very, very tiny. So can you curl up into a tiny little ball? On the floor, can you curl up into a very tiny little ball like Pluto? So you are being the dwarf planet Pluto. You have curled up into a very, very tiny little ball.
Where's my Buzz Lightyear?
I don't know. Where's Buzz Lightyear gone? You can go and find Buzz Lightyear.
Over here.
Oh, there he is. He's an astronaut. Right, so we had Mercury, which was very hot. Woo, sweating. Then we had Venus, which was very cloudy. And we looked through the clouds.
No, we sing the monster song.
At the end. And then we had Mars. Can you remember what colour Mars is?
No.
What colour is Mars? What do we call Mars? We call it was it the blue planet? No, that's the Earth because of all the water. Was it the green planet? No.
That's got Earth as well.
Yeah, come here. What planet do we call Mars?
But when are we going to do Earth?
At the end, we call Mars the red planet because it's got rust on it. It's got iron on that has turned into rust. Then after Mars, we went to Jupiter. Jupiter is the biggest planet in the solar system, and it's got storms on it, like the great red spot. And what do the storms do? It's a storm. And what do storms do? They rush around Jupiter really, really quickly. Can you rush around Jupiter really, really quickly? That's it. And then we had Saturn with the rings. You can tell Saturn's my favourite. Then we had Uranus. What happened to Uranus? Bash! So it has rings, but it rolls around the planet instead of spinning around the planet. Then we had Neptune. And Neptune is very, very cold.
My brother's not any good. My brother's not any good. Could he got his suit on?
He's got his suit on too. And then after Neptune, we went to Pluto, which is very, very tiny.
I can be just like this.
So from Pluto, if we look out into space, maybe we could see aliens. Could you pretend to be an alien? What might an alien look like? Maybe an alien would walk funny, or would they have things on their heads, or extra eyes, or maybe an alien would have extra arms. Woo! What would your alien look like?
My alien is from Toy Story.
Oh, I like the aliens from Toy Story. They're good, aren't they? They're really good.
My one is from Toy Story number 3.
Toy Story number 3?
Yeah.
Oh, are there aliens in Toy Story number 3?
Yeah, because I saw when he was a baddie.
Was there oh gosh, well, we don't want baddie aliens. I think our aliens are friendly. What do your aliens look like? Do they have tentacles?
My alien is from Toy Story 4 then.
Oh my goodness. Well, we haven't found aliens in space so far, but we could sing a song about aliens. Do you know?
I know what song it's about.
Okay.
When Toy Story 4 and so the alien and his master alien.
How about we sing 5 spacemen in a flying saucer?
Oh.
Yeah, come on then. Ready?
No. Let's do 6.
Okay, let's do 6. Come here. 6 spacemen in a flying saucer flew round the earth one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. Whoosh! How many have we got left? 5. 5 aliens in a flying saucer flew round the earth one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. Whoosh! Oh, how many have we got left now? 4. 4 aliens.
What that means?
Yeah.
4 like this.
You are 4. 4 aliens in a flying saucer flew round the earth one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sunlight, so one man flew away. Whoosh! How many have we got left now?
3.
3 aliens in a flying saucer flew round the earth one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. Whoosh! And 2 aliens in a flying saucer flew round the earth one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. Whoosh! Last one. 1 alien in a flying saucer flew round the earth one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, so that alien flew away. And then we're all back. Oh my goodness, right, well, all of this singing and all of this looking at space has made me feel really, really hungry. Are you hungry?
No.
Would you like some space food?
I do.
What food do you think aliens or astronauts might eat? Chocolate. Maybe they do. Would you like some astronaut food then? There you go. Here you go.
Okay.
Would you like some astronaut food? Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. What astronaut food are you? You're eating chocolate, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's everyone else eating? Are you eating?
I think they're eating vanilla.
Vanilla ice cream, maybe?
No, vanilla chocolate.
Vanilla chocolate.
Vanilla cake.
Oh, vanilla cake.
I eat vanilla chocolate all up.
I'm going to have astronaut ice cream.
I have chocolate ice cream with astronaut.
Yum. With
astronauts.
Oh, yum. And what about Buzz? What food does he like eating?
I know. That whisper.
Tomatoes and broccoli.
And I tell Hulk.
And Hulk?
And
Tomatoes and broccoli as well. That's why they're so strong, isn't it? Because they eat their space vegetables.
I do.
Walter's eating chocolate too. And Martha's having chicken. And Henry's having astronaut cabbage. Yum, 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 yum. Well, okay, I think it might be time to go back to Earth. What do you think?
But let's do a monster song first.
At the end. So let's get back into our spaceship, into our rocket. Are you going to be the pilot this time?
Me?
Yeah, so you can sit in front of me. You be the pilot, right? You put your seatbelt on, click. I'll put my seatbelt on, click. Okay, are you flying? Are you flying? Okay, we've got to avoid the asteroid. Zoom. Mind that asteroid coming. Zoom. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's quite difficult to go back to Earth. Mind the asteroid. We don't want to crash into the asteroid, do we? Whoa. You're very good at flying the spaceship. You're a very, very good astronaut pilot. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Oh, quick, put your helmet back on. Okay, ready? Mind that asteroid coming. Mind that one. It's coming, it's coming. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can see Earth. Can you see Earth? Can you aim for Earth? Ready? Left a bit, left a bit, left a bit, left, right, 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 right. And whoosh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and boop. Here we are, back on Earth. Did you have a good trip around the solar system?
No, that means can I get my ring?
Well, let's have a look. Let's have a think. Let's have a last think about what we did. We got in our spaceship, we got in our rocket. Yeah. Where did we go first? Can you remember where we went first?
Sun.
Well, we did. We went to the moon and we walked around in our moon boots and we looked at the sun, didn't we? A big burning ball of gas. Yeah. And then we went to Mercury, which was very small and very hot. Woo!
And a slight volcano, and it's going down the volcano.
That's Venus, isn't it? We looked through the clouds of Venus, and we saw the volcanoes.
Yeah,
I
saw it was going to burn on us.
Yeah, well, we didn't go. That's why, didn't we? And then we went to Mars.
But I was on the volcano, and I had super things on me.
Wow! And then we went to Mars. What colour's Mars? What colour's Mars, everybody?
Red!
Red! Well done. Mars is the red planet. Then we went to the biggest gas planet in the solar system. Jupiter.
But Jupiter is not bigger than the sun.
You're absolutely right. Jupiter is not bigger than the sun. The sun is the biggest star in our, is the only star in our solar system, and it is the biggest. Then Jupiter's the biggest planet, and then we went to, what was next after Jupiter? Saturn. And then, can you remember the name? Can you remember the name? Uranus. Well done. And then we went to Neptune, which was cold. But you were okay because you had your spacesuit on. And then we curled up into a little ball and saw Pluto. And then the very last thing we did was, who did we see? Who flew around in its spacecraft? And they had 4 eyes and tentacles.
And aliens.
And then we ate our astronaut ice cream.
Yeah.
And then we went 5.
And
4.
we ate astronaut cake.
Astronaut cake and astronaut chocolate. And then we went 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bump back down to Earth. Wow, I had a really fun time going around the solar system. But can I tell you what? I am really, really pleased to be back home in your bedroom on the Earth. What about you?
Me too.
Me too. Now you can, well, let's say bye to everyone and then you can sing your monster song to me. So bye everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to send us any questions or if you want to take part in one of these again, I am going to write down my email address in the chat so that you can email me directly, or hang on, if you, wait 1 second, or if you email the Eventbrite link that you've been getting, that will get to me as well. So if you have any space questions or if you want to take part in one of these sessions again, do get in touch. Okay, your space question.
So my space question is the sun.
Your space question was the sun?
Yeah.
That's a good question, isn't it? Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
Have a lovely day. And we will hopefully see you again soon for another space adventure. Take care everybody.